Any day now. Come on, YouTube. Let's go. Time goes by so slowly. I'm just waiting for it to confirm that we're up. There we go. Okay. All right, we're good. You ready?
Hmm.
You're listening to MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna Louise, Veronica Gicconi. Welcome to another episode of MLVC, everybody. Today on the show, I thought it would be fun to spotlight the most recent Madonna fan party that took place in London, and I invited a fellow listener who was dancing alongside of me at the event. Hello, Alex.
Hello there. Thank you for having me.
How are you? How you doing? How's London today?
Rainy and
Oh.
cold. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad I missed that because it was sunny and beautiful when I was there.
Yeah. Thankfully, when you were here, it was nice weather, but now it started rain. So,
It's like typical London weather, right?
exactly. I mean, it has been a dry autumn, summer so far. So now it started rain. So we started playing rain from Madonna.
Yeah. So for everybody who has not yet been to a Madonna fan party, Neil Simmons has been hosting these Madonna fan parties for, I believe, 17 years now. It's the longest running Madonna fan party in the world, and I have never been to one. I sadly missed the opening celebration tour party that happened back in 2023. I wasn't able to make it, and but I since that party happened, I'd been to London twice, and I never now need an excuse to want to try to get to London because I love London. It's such a great city. We can see why Madonna has a house there. And so when Neil announced the October date for the Madonna fan party, I was like, I wonder if I can go to this. And I saved and squared away some time off from work and I made it happen. It was a long weekend. I flew over. I was jet lagged on Thursday and then had some fun roaming around London that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But the party was Saturday night. And yeah, it was at Zodiac Bar. And what part of town is that? That's not Covent Garden at that point?
No, that's Warren Street.
Orange. Okay. Yeah, I had popped on one of the red buses, and just decided to like, let's just see where it takes me. And so I hopped on Route 24, which picked me up in front of my hotel, and I just decided to like, I'll just take it to the end. Let's just see where it goes. And as I was looking out the window, all of a sudden I saw Zodiac Bar, and I was like, oh, how about that? The bus drops me off right in front of the venue. So I was like, I'll just take this to the party the next day. So I met you on the dance floor. You were there with a bunch of friends, yeah?
Exactly. I
Yeah.
mean, you did with me, I approached you and I said, "Oh, thank you so much for what you're doing."
Yeah. Yes. Thank you to
That's the way I met you.
thank you to all of the listeners who came up to me. It was a little overwhelming, I gotta say. There was I mean, I never expect anybody to know who I am, but there was a lot of friendly faces, a lot of people taking selfies with me. So thank you for coming up to me and saying hello. And you were a fun energy dancing on the dance floor. We ended up like in a little pocket dancing on the floor. It was crowded. I mean, so there was not much room to sort of like branch out and have space to dance, but yeah, we were matching each other's energy back and forth and having a lot of fun. Did you have fun at Madonna Fan
Oh
Party,
yeah,
Alex?
oh yeah. And I just wanted to say because earlier you mentioned about the party the day before celebration talk kicked in here. I remember because I was there, and also Aaron, the makeup artist of hers, was there.
Oh, sure.
Um, I remember like the feeling that we were looking at each other. Oh, I'll see you tomorrow, right? Like, oh, I'll see you Saturday. I'll see you Monday. And it was such a great feeling. And in London, like the parties, they go like it's a gang that goes everywhere, like mine and Ben, the guys. And we always see each other. Like I see Jenny, and we are so close. And through the parties, we have become friends.
Mm.
Madonna, and it's so nice. And especially that day, that it was a Friday, 13th of October, 2023, the excitement and the conversations that were like so exciting. Like it was, oh, what do you think is gonna happen? Which song is it gonna start with? And then it was something that like we were seeing after each other, and we were like, oh, I told you she's gonna do Nothing Really Matters. I told you she's gonna do like a prayer. And it was so nice. All of this is like a family, you know. It's so nice in
Were you,
between.
so did you go to the opening of Celebration?
Yes, I went to all the London dates
Nice.
and Barcelona and Amsterdam, which they also had parties, and they had people that we knew each other. And it's so nice, so nice.
Yeah, I gotta say that I mean I've been to Madonna parties in New York and Philadelphia, but I'd never been to one in London. And the Madonna Fan Party was such a really it was just such a positive energy. I
Yeah,
mean I went by myself. I mean I know Neil and I know Ben, who I've had on the
yeah,
Ben. I had do a celebration tour recap from when he attended in London, and but that was it. And I mean I listeners introduced themselves, and then I ended up getting to know them if I'd spoken to them via chat. Um, but it was just really great to be able to like. There was no attitude. Everyone was really super friendly.
oh yeah,
You could just dance with people. Like you didn't even have to know them. All of a sudden, you're
exactly.
just like a song would come on, and everyone's eyes would light up, and then you're just befriended. You're just dancing on the floor with them, and yeah, it was really really great.
Exactly. And the moment that I remember from the last one is that when Nothing Really Matters played on, and I have seen it in the previous one also, and there was the video from the actual celebration show. There was a silence, and everybody was literally looking at the video, and it's something mesmerizing for everyone. I think. I mean, you know,
Oh,
uh,
hold on, hold that up. Let me see. Hold up
oh,
your hand.
that's
Okay, so Alex is holding up his hand. It's the exact tattoo that Madonna had on her hand from when she holds it up at Nothing Really Matters at Celebration Tour. Is that an actual tattoo
yeah, it's an actual tattoo.
on the palm of your hand?
Yes.
How much did that hurt?
Do you know what? When I went to do it, I was literally shaking. But when the guy started doing it, and I was like, "Is that all?" I'm like, it finished me up, you know. But because I have to do my test, the test one was more exactly like it
Oh,
killed
I
me.
just figured, yeah, getting a tattoo in the palm of your hand would hurt. It looks
Yeah,
really good.
but yeah, I mean,
What
is
does it mean again?
say that again.
What does it mean?
So you know, this is the symbol of Hinduism. She had it also on the video of Frozen
Hmm.
due to the ray of light Hindu character personality. So she had it there, and she had it also in a live of Frozen in the 90s, like 1998 on the TV. So she had it those two times, and then now in Celebration Tour.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, great. I love that. But yeah, no, you're so right. So just for everyone who, if you've not been to one of the parties, Neil does a really great job at
Yes.
curating the music. So there's a live DJ for the first like hour and a half that when people are early arriving, and he's live mixing. But Neil curates a very specific playlist, and they're all mixed together with video elements that are being played on the screen. And so it's like deep cut remixes that maybe are not like overly familiar, and he's sort of like the video footage is mixed with all different performances, whether it be music videos or lives from different tours and whatnot. And I don't remember how far into the night that it happened, but there was a moment when nothing really mattered. All of a sudden, like the sound just drops out, and it's the intro with Bob, where it's a celebration, bitches, and you hear the crowd. It was from the Rio show, and she's coming out on in the beginning of the celebration tour, and everyone just stopped and watched. It was like this little it was like this little cult moment where we were just like mesmerized watching Madonna. And it was so much, it was like being back at the tour for a small moment. And then he remixed it into the Club 69 remix. And but that just sort of like blew things off the roof. Like if people weren't super present and dancing at the moment, that sort of like took it up a notch. And yeah, it was just great to watch that and see that moment again and be amongst fans again. It's that moment where you sort of feel like when you're at a tour and you're surrounded by the energy. But I think the energy at Madonna Fan Party was even more euphoric, I found, than like if you were at the tour, because sometimes the tour, it's not super fans, like it's sometimes they're like fair weather fans, people who haven't seen her in ages. And it's like, but Madonna Fan Party, it was like hardcore people, like they were in it. Um, Tell me, so how, real quick, what's your Madonna background? How did you find Madonna?
Oh, it's just everything happened, when I was in school and a co-student of mine gave me Confessions on the Dance Floor.
Oh, that was your first Madonna album?
Yeah. I mean, when I was 12,
When
13.
you were very young.
Yeah, like I was like 14, 15 then, like 2005, not even, I think. So that's how everything started. Sorry for saying that, but about the previous conversation, I just want to mention that he even played Liquid Love
Yes.
on the party. Like, it's a party for good fans. Like, Liquid Love is not like a famous song,
No.
obviously. And you see people knowing Liquid Love, for instance, but exemplifying for this with this song, and you're feeling like, oh my God, there are other people that they like what I like. You're feeling close to each other. This is so important. Same as the worshiping of nothing really matters time moment. That's it. So back to our convo. So yeah, that's how the the thing came into my mind. Confession and dance floor. I was like,
So you'd never known of Madonna before then?
I mean, I knew, as Michael Jackson kind of legend,
Hmm.
like a virgin, and obviously like I didn't grow up in UK,
Hmm.
so we were listening like mostly Greek music while I was growing up. But obviously, then when you're a teenager, then you start experiencing with rock music, with so that's how everything started. And when she released Hot Candy, that's the reason I'm wearing my Sticky and Sweets t-shirt today, is because it's my favorite tour
Huh?
for me, mostly due to choreographies
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
and
mean,
their
she's so fit in that show.
remixes. I strongly believe that Vogue from Sticky and Sweets is for me, the best performance ever. Every single move of hers means something. Every single move is like a clock, you know? So that's where I got obsessed. And then
Nice.
with Son. And then that's where I started watching her like live, obviously. So, but that's how everything started with me. And since then, I've never, followed another artist.
Yeah, you
I
got on
really,
board and you've never looked back.
yeah. And sometimes like a friend of mine, because I was posting "Don't Tell Me" because I from Celebration, so she's like, "Oh, that's a really nice song," and then she ended up like being obsessed with it. And to whomever they say, "Oh, I like this song. I like this song of Madonna's," I'm like, everybody sees the light at some time, you know.
Yeah.
There is a light above my head.
Mhm. So that was not your first Madonna fan party. Obviously, you went to the one in 2023. Before
Oh,
do you go
haven't
to
missed
them
any.
regularly?
Since 2017, I haven't missed any. If I have missed, it was one during December that I went back home for Christmas, something like this. It was like I had to be home.
Mm.
but I have never missed. And I have to tell you, the vibe, the energy, the internal fan friendship dancing thing is every single time the same. I've been to Madonna party in NYC. It's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah, I
was
used to. There was a party in New York that they used to have at Pyramid Bar, which I believe is closed now. But Pyramid used to have Madonna-thon, and they used to have it twice a year. It would be around Halloween and around her birthday, and I used to go both times, and I loved it. And it was a fun energy for sure. And they would always play videos on the screens and whatnot. But yeah, I think the Brits just did it better. You know, the energy was infectious. Everyone was super friendly. And what I loved about it also was that it was all different age groups,
yeah,
all different ethnicities. Like it was such a melting pot of people where, you know, there was people in their 20s, people in their 50s, you know, like it was all
that's
age ranges. Like it was really, really great. The diversity, there was men and women and theys and thems. And it was just like, some people were in costumes and
yeah.
there was Madonna t-shirts and then some people didn't dress in Madonna and that was fine too. You know, it was, but yeah, I think I saw there was one woman dressed as Madonna from the Medellin video and there was one woman dressed as Nikki Finn, Justice for Nikki Finn. And I believe there was a guy, a fellow listener that was dressed as Madonna from either Hung Up or Sorry. I mean, it was like, it was the whole
Yeah,
like,
it was hung up. I
it was
think
like a confessions, a
it's
nod
from
to
the
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. This, I mean, God bless the people who were dressed up because there were some people wearing some serious heels. And I mean, my feet were tired just from walking around, much less like standing in heels. So I don't know how they did it, but yeah, it's fun. It's a really great vibe. So I encourage you, uh, fellow listeners, if you've not been to a Madonna fan party, I know Neil is going to be planning one for the release of the next upcoming album whenever that is. I'm sure it'll be next year sometime. So if you're looking to go, keep an eye out for when Madonna makes that announcement of like whenever the album's coming out, and then see if you can get there. I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but I would love to. But you know, because
Remember,
any excuse to get to London, you know, it's just
exactly.
such a fun city. I There's something about the energy that really agrees with me.
That's so good. I mean, and here, like I think if Madonna would walk in the streets of NYC, it wouldn't be that noticeable. But if she would walk here, like you would see 50 people around her. Like just
Do you think?
yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of Madonna in London, so Sunday I met up with fellow listener and just recent guest Topher Taylor and who I had on the show. And if you haven't watched Topher's episode, you should go watch it. It's really, really great. So we met up for tea, and then afterwards, I was like, "Do you want to walk by Madonna's house?" And I mean, I normally don't do that. Like when I'm in New York, I think I've been in front of Madonna's house like 3 times, and most of it is just because I bring people there who have never been. Um, but because again, I had been to Madonna's house the last time I went. Again, just walking by, just to admire it, just to
Hope
see
she's
it.
not listening. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't care. She's not listening to the show. But so Topher and I was like, yeah, let's walk by. It was a nice day. I wanted to walk around. It was my last full day in London. And so I was like, yeah, we'll just, you know, I was still filled with the Madonna fan party energy. So I was like, yeah, let's just walk by her house. So we did. And Topher was like, oh, I tried to get a job at this hotel where we're nearby and blah, blah, blah. So we were like chatting. And of course, I was like, oh, let's just take a silly selfie. We'll pretend that we're like listening to if we can hear the new album or whatnot. And so we did. I mean, we were just being so silly. But I kid you not, when we walked by, there were like the blinds were open, the windows were, you know, like there was no curtains. Like I figured, oh, the curtains will be shut, the windows, you won't be able to see anything inside. Windows were open. Like I could see people milling about inside the house. And I'm like, oh, she can't be home. There's no way she's home because like she would have the windows open like that. You know, I'm like, it must be like the, the, the maids or whatnot, you know, like being like, oh, she's not home. Let's open the windows and let the sunshine in. And um, after we took the selfie, I kid you not, Topher and I, we just like took a quick glance. She walked by the window. I was like, like, it happened so fast, and I wasn't planning to see Madonna walk by her window, but it was the second floor, and I just saw blonde hair, and I think she was wearing blue, and she just walked by, and I was like, I just started hitting Topher. I was like, Topher, that was Madonna.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, we're officially stalkers, you know? Like it
That's
was,
why I said I hope she's not listening because
yeah,
it's gonna.
yeah. I was like, again, no one else was on the block. Like there was no one walking by. It's
Yeah.
not like there's fans holding vigil outside, like in the Evita movie, where there's like throngs of people waiting for her to come out of her balcony, or like when you see her in other countries, and there's like crowds of people collecting outside of her hotel, waiting to like get a glimpse of her at the window. It is not like that. In front of Madonna's house, there's nobody. Like it's a residential street, no one's there. And again, we were just like walking by, and this stupid, silly selfie. But in the selfie, if you if you look,
I
you
didn't see
can
what's in the
see the
window.
you can see the windows behind. And after I saw her, I was like, oh my God, I'm like zooming in. I was like, did we catch her in the window? We didn't. But yeah, it was one of those trippy moments where I was like, well, see, come to London, see Madonna. And it was so funny because somebody had posted on somebody replied to a tweet of mine or whatever, being like, in, like, oh, listening for, they replied to the picture that I posted of Topher and I pretending to listen for her music. And somebody was like, replied to me saying, an insider says that she's not in London right now. And I was like, bitch, I'm as inside as you can get. I just saw her in the window. I'm like, she's here. Trust me.
Well, lucky you. I've passed by from here. Even though it's in central London, the house is next to Marble Arch, which is very crowded area.
Oh, it's
And
right, like right off of Bond Street. And like Bond Street's packed.
yeah, it's very, very close to like central London, actually central London, but very close to the shops and where everybody goes when they're coming as tourists.
Yes.
That specific road, that is it cucumber.
I actually I don't remember. Topher was taking me, and I
Yeah,
was barely
it's
paying attention.
right over there. But I have been even to, as same as you, to the Upper East Side house of hers in January, and I don't know if it was there. I saw a figure watching TV, but I couldn't see because it was really dark. But I was like, well, if it's you, I love.
Yeah, she's watching. No, she doesn't watch TV. Remember?
Well,
But yeah, it was fun. Anyway, I'm not telling people to go stalk Madonna's house, but
yeah,
because I
and I don't think that she would like it.
no,
Trust.
she probably wouldn't enjoy that. But I'm just it just happened, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh well, there's that made the trip worth it. A little Madonna fan party and a little Madonna in the window. She was probably checking who are these people taking selfies in front of my house, and then the reason I saw her walk by was because she's probably going to call the cops and have us arrested.
Yeah, to be honest, I think she's used to people maybe passing by and say, "Oh, that's Madonna House. Let's take
Hmm.
it." But not specifically, being around all the time, just waiting or going. Did you go at the back of the house? Where the
No, 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 no. I'm not doing crazy behavior like that. Like, yes, you could,
Not
but
being
I was like, I'm not walking to her back, not walking down the garage area.
No, because at the back there's
You
another.
did.
Uh-huh.
You did.
I have been at the back. Yeah.
That's like private property. I'm not.
No,
I
it's
was.
it's
I was
not. No,
walking
it's
on the
not.
street. I was walking on the street. I'm allowed to.
It's not. It's a street,
The
but
back
it
area is.
has, yeah, it's a proper street because her house is almost a block, right? Like it has a street at the front, and then there's a street at the back, and then there's a small alley that it goes to
Hmm.
carriage. But I didn't go inside the alley because there are cameras, obviously.
No, no, no. I'm not. Yeah, yeah. No, I didn't.
I, the back of the house that there are still windows. I'm a bigger
Oh
stalker.
no,
Oh
I didn't
my
do
God,
that.
I feel terrible.
I didn't go that far, Alex.
I go that far.
But yeah, it's anyway. It was nice to see Madonna's. I didn't even see her face. It was just her blonde hair. It could have
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't her. Maybe it was like some assistant wearing a wig. I have no idea. But in my
The next
heart, I
week.
was like, in my heart, I knew I was like, that was her. That was her hair. I know her hair.
Okay. Well, you're so
um,
lucky. You're super lucky.
yeah, I know. But what are the odds? That like, I mean, it's never. The couple of times I've passed by her house in New York, that's never happened to me. So. Um, Anyway, well, it's not like she was like waving hello and be like, "Come on up," you know. I don't, she didn't even notice. Um, so recently, speaking of confessions, we just celebrated the 20th anniversary of Madonna's "Hung Up" single. I can't believe it's been 20 years since that song came out. It's to me still sounds as fresh and wonderful as it did the day it was released.
Well, it seems like time doesn't go by so slowly.
No. And if you'd like to see a really great moment from Madonna Fan Party, I did post, I think it's like a 30-second clip of the crowd at the party being incensed by Hung Up. That was such a great moment that everyone was so up and dancing, and it was fun to, it's just fun to be amongst like-minded individuals listening and dancing and singing. I mean, I lost my voice. I don't know about you. I was so hoarse the next day. I could barely, it took me hours to like recover my voice.
But like from our friends, like all over, nobody had voices the day after. I swear. Like we're screaming, honestly. Like
Oh, I mean, well, one, the music is very loud at Madonna Fan Party. Like, I could barely hear people. I'm screaming in their ear. I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't even hear myself. And so then, yeah, you're screaming music. You're screaming to talk to each other. And I was just like, I woke up the next day and I'm like, oh yeah, like it was like super deep, deep. Like
yeah.
it was like raspy and like barely there. And yeah, it was,
You
it was
posted it as a story also.
yeah, yeah,
Hi guys, this is my voice after the
yeah.
party.
But no voice here in Covent Garden. Um, Yeah, it was a good time. How late did you stay? Because I dipped out at like 11:30 because I'm like, it's time for me to go. I'm like, I've been on my feet for 5.5 hours now. I'm like, my lower back is starting to yell at me and I've lost my voice. And I'm like, I need to go. Um,
You would find me 10 past 2 singing Open Your Heart downstairs because they had a karaoke after.
oh, geez.
Yeah. And it was only Madonna songs.
Of course.
Oh my God. And I won a shot because I sang it very nicely.
Oh, God.
And yeah, there was like,
Liquid courage. You know?
I left 2:30, I think. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you must have done nothing on Sunday.
No, no, I
See,
didn't.
that's why I had it was my last day on Sunday and I wanted to be productive. So I was like, let me call it a night a little earlier. So I snuck out and took the 24 bus back home. So
Was your favorite bus.
I love that bus. If you're in London and you've never taken one of the local red double-decker buses, go on one of those buses. It's like 250. It's so cheap and just ride it to the end of the line and then ride it back. Like wherever just hop on a bus, ride it to the end. You'll have to hop off, pay another 250 to take it back and then just it'll take you back. Sit in the front the upper deck in the front seat. You get the most amazing views. You'll save money because those tourist buses are like $30. And I had thought about doing it, but then I was like, just take the local bus. Great views, amazing. Like it might not take you by like every single like tourist thing, but it doesn't matter. Like it's just great to. It's such a great vantage point. It's almost like drone footage, where if you're like up there and so yeah, definitely do it. I love that. I was like, I kept hopping on buses after that. I was like, I'm just gonna hop on this bus then, and like hop on. I'll just see where it goes. And yeah, that's lots of. Do you take the bus?
I do take the bus, but I wanted to say to you, even on a message when you were here, you were taking videos all the time like this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know how dangerous this is in London. There is a
Oh,
massive,
uh,
you know about this, right?
I've heard about it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, trust me. Yeah. So apparently, there's like a rash of like people are being mugged by like their phones are being stolen. Like people are like because
Yeah.
apparently like cell phones are the new currency, and so people like there's like hundreds of people are getting robbed by like people just running by and grabbing your phones. And yes, I was aware of this. Every time before I would record, I would make sure that I would look around and just be really careful and cognizant of like who's around me before I would start to record. But yeah, I was also only recording for like 5 seconds. They didn't
I
have enough
know,
time.
I know. They have snatched it from me also.
Oh
And
no.
I was about to, I was texting like for 2 seconds, I swear.
Yeah. I know
And
he
they
was.
snapped it like 10 days after I bought my new iPhone.
Oh
Like,
no.
great.
Oh God.
Yeah, everybody in London has experienced it, trust me.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I was really nervous about it. I was like, but that's why if you look in some of the videos, there's no one around me. Like, barely anyone is around me because I was like super nervous that I'm like, no one's because if they took that phone, I don't even think I have enough storage like in the cloud to like back it up. So like I would lose photos and
Oh,
videos, and yeah, it would be rough. It'd be like I know I don't want to buy extra storage, Alex, because it's just such a waste. But
I
I'm
have
like,
bought some
I'm like,
because
I probably should because
it's
if
the first level of, that you pay like £2 per
yeah,
month.
yeah. No, I have that. I need more space than that. Like they want me to buy like the 14.99. Like I'm just
By the way, now that we're talking about London streets, going back to Madonna,
yes.
um, uh, because of the Hang Up anniversary, I should have taken you to America Street. Do
Uh
you know what?
so I went on Sunday. I had brunch with a friend at Borough Market or right by Borough Market.
Oh, let's go.
No, because I didn't realize the street was there until
So
after I
close.
get back. And I was like, oh my God. I was literally so for everyone listening in the hung up video, that street that Madonna struts down at night. She's like on her way to the dance club, and she's wearing that cute little leather jacket with the hood. That street literally was like two streets over from where I was at Borough Market. And I was like, oh my God, I should have gone and just like strutted down that street just for fun. And I didn't. And what was so funny was I was at Madonna Fan Party and I would occasionally go outside just to like get some fresh air because it was so hot and muggy inside. And then I'd be chatting with people outside. That street, that alley that runs along the side of the Zodiac bar was very reminiscent of Madonna's street. It wasn't the official street. I think it was like the Prince William Way or whatever. And let me tell you, Prince William clearly does not know the state of that alleyway because if he did, he'd be embarrassed to have his name on there because I was like, this alley needs a cleanup, a little tidy up, and some like a bath. But yeah, I know. I was crestfallen when I realized I was so close to the street where she was strutting and I didn't. So, but it's okay. It'll
It's okay. Next time.
next time. I always say don't go somewhere and do everything that there is to do because you'll want something for the next time you come back. So that's for the next time I go back, I will recreate the hung up
We
video.
will go together. It's very close also to me. I live like no far from Borough. So,
Mhm. Oh well,
um,
but I did go to Pineapple Studios, which is the dance studios where Madonna shoots the interior scenes at the very beginning. So I had randomly taken a picture of that alley because it was just so beautiful. And a listener messaged me and be like, "Oh my God, did you go into Pineapple Studios? That's where she recorded the hung up video." And I was like, no. So after breakfast the next day, I went in and I was like, "Hi, is there a class in Studio One?" And they were like, "Yeah, yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm a Madonna fan." And oh, they're like, "Oh, yeah, that's where she recorded the video." And blah blah. So he like walked me around. I could see in the windows, and there's pictures of her from the video that they have outside. And he was telling me about it. That it's like in the studio. I mean, it's all white walls, so all of that like dark wood panel that they have they built that out. So like a lot of the stuff in the studio they built for the video. So it's to remove the branding from Pineapple and whatnot. But yeah, it was fun. There was a girl standing by as the one of the managers was telling me about it, and she was like, "That happened here?" Like she had no clue that like Madonna danced in these dance studios or whatnot. But yeah. So if you're ever in London and you want to do like a hung up video, like walking tour,
oh,
go to
good.
Pineapple Studios. There's that street, right by Borough Market. So there you go.
How exciting is that we know America Street? I mean, the street that Hang Up was filmed. That's
Is
it.
that the name of the street? I thought somebody else said
America
it.
Street.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought it was something else. I'll have to Google it.
it's America Street. Don't put me to Google it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
99.9%
I don't
sure.
know. Somebody else said another street and I'm forgetting what it is, but I don't they'll come for you, Alex. They're right now in the chat, they're coming for you. So I apologize if you're going to get some nasty DMs from people who are going to curse you out for not knowing the actual street. Um, um, And then, in addition to the 20th anniversary of Hung Up being out, um, it was my first day in London. I was super jet lagged, and it was all over the internet. Madonna drops the demo for Right on Time, which was the untold chapter from the upcoming Bedtime Stories re-release. Have you listened to Right on Time, Alex? What do you think?
It's so early 90s sounds, first of all.
Yep.
It's like it's so bedtime stories, but it could be also erotica, in my opinion. But
Ish.
it's more bedtime stories, obviously.
Yeah, I love her deep register on that. Like to me, it's that the demo seems like a cross between Survival and Don't Stop from Bedtime
Yeah.
Stories. It's kind of like it has that kind of vibe. I mean, she sounds beautiful,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And over there, like her voice was, well, her voice always good, but then it was,
lush and like
yeah.
rounded and like bassy, but not like too off. It just
Oh, yeah.
She sounds so beautiful. My only complaint, I'm so glad that I love when we get to hear something that we've never heard before. My only complaint is I'm like 2.5 minutes. I was like, I'm like, why? Why did we have to get a shortened version? Give me the 5 minute full version or whatever, however long it was. Because back in the early 90s, they were not doing TikTok length songs. Like they weren't doing 2.5 minutes for a song. Like the demo was at least 4 to 5 minutes. I just want to hear the full thing. You know what I mean? Like, and I love that Stuart Price is sort of like his hands are all over the re-release and that he's sort of like he was editing and mixing all of those, which remember when Madonna back in 2024 was like, who wants to hear new music in 2025? That was what she was teasing, her with Stewart. We were like, oh, new music. It's so yeah, he's still working on the new album with her, but I was like, this is what she meant by, because new album won't come until next year. But I'm glad we've got something. And
Yeah, I mean, this year we had this and Veronica Electronica,
yes.
obviously. That there was many giveaways. Once we're talking about the party, there were many giveaways of the vinyl and the CD, and
Oh yeah, that's great. Right. So you come to Madonna Fan Party, you not only do you get good music and good company, but you also get a
yeah,
chance to win things. Did you win anything? Did you get anything?
not this time. I have a Madame X shot though.
So Neil was giving away CDs of Veronica Electronica. I think there were some lithographs, some vinyls, and some posters that got handed out, as well as two people won the Madonna Songbook, which God bless them if they had to fly home because that was going to add at least 10 pounds to their luggage. So hopefully that's a carry on with get your muscles lifting Madonna Songbook. But Red Cross Way. I think Red Cross Way is where she strutted down the street. I was just looking it up. I think Red Cross Way was the street.
The streets.
I think. I think. I don't know.
Like,
We'll find out. So that way, for the next time that we do, my chat's not loading in online, so I can't check it. What
I
people
have
are
it.
winning.
I have it saved.
Oh, where it is.
America Street.
Okay.
Unless,
Okay.
unless, which street did you say?
Red Cross Way. We'll look it up. We'll like Madonna says, we'll look it up.
But look also, like it's the pictures.
Oh yeah, that does look. That's America Street? Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
America
Okay.
Street.
Okay. Okay. Don't fight me,
So
Alex. It's
selfish.
calm down. It's
It's like
okay.
America Street.
Don't come at me through Zoom. It'll be okay.
I'm
um,
joking.
but yeah, I think it'll be fun to hear the rest of the Bedtime Stories re-release.
Yeah.
Again, only 8 tracks is a little short for me. I mean, I always just want more. Madonna taught us back in as Breathless Mahoney to want more, and so 8 tracks. I'm like, couldn't we have gotten 12? Like, I just want a little bit more. I'm selfish. I'm greedy. I'm thirsty for new Madonna at this point. Like I just want. So, you know.
I have the same feeling. I'm thirsty for material. Like, give me song,
Yeah. Give it
some,
to me.
give it to me.
What do you
Yeah.
hope for with Confessions 2? What are your hopes and dreams? Do you fantasize about what the new album will be like?
You know what? I just hope to blow up the world as much as the first Confessions.
Mm,
Because, like that blew up, like the 2000s as Madonna. Like that was the big thing of 2000s for Madonna. And that's what I hope it's going to happen. And I think it's going to happen. And the reason is one, it will be 8 years since Madame X. So I think it's going to go big due to the gap of the years that she hasn't released something. That's what I believe. And obviously, Stuart Price, we all know how good job he does.
yeah.
And I'm expecting the disco, the kind of 80s. I was thinking myself like the other day, what if she will take another ABBA song? I don't know, I'm just saying. Or, but definitely because disco songs, dance songs is her thing. I think it's going to be a masterpiece
Yeah.
again. I'm not, I don't have doubts about this album that it's going to be a bad album. I swear, because it's disco, it's her thing, and it's also Stuart Price.
Hmm.
But my
Yeah. I'm
hopes,
excited. I have high hopes for it. I think we all do at this point.
same.
And then what kind of promo would you like for her to do? Do you think that she'll I mean personally, I would love to see her do some small intimate promo like she did with like Hard Candy. Remember when she did
Yeah,
the Hard Candy promo tour and it was like
yeah.
small venues almost. I mean, I also harken back to when she came to, and I was fortunate to be there for her surprise performance at the Roxy nightclub in New York City for Ray of Light. And
Oh,
I mean, that was tiny. Like that was, I mean, it was a small nightclub and not as tiny as Madonna Fan Party at the Zodiac. Like that would be insane if she was in if
oh,
it was that small of a venue. But it would be interesting to see like if she was at a nightclub where there's like 1,000, 1,500 people, and it was like. But I mean, as much as I love that, it makes it very difficult to be one of those people there.
I don't. I hope that would happen. I hope this exactly the same. But since when we have seen that? Because MDNA, I remember for MDNA an article saying Madonna released a new album by doing nothing.
Mm.
It was
Well,
the Super Bowl.
yeah, yeah. Well, exactly. That's what she saved that. Well, but
Yeah.
okay, but let's think. Let's think. So recent. So she did obviously for Madame X, they were smaller venues for the tour, but then she also did. I mean, I was fortunate enough to be at the Red Rooster, which was like super small. It was this tiny little venue in Harlem in Manhattan, and I mean there couldn't have been more than 200 people in that space, and that was when she then let us. We all went upstairs on the street at 2 in the morning, and we're parading, and I got to walk next to her, and
Oh
like
yeah, yeah,
it was
yeah.
bonkers. Like I was
That's
like,
just
what is happening right now? So there was that. She also, when she released Finally Enough Love, other than the Pride performance that she did,
yeah.
she then had the roller skating in Central Park, which I got to go to. And again, thank God I didn't like kill myself like falling down on roller skates because that was a slippery, slippery roller rink. But yeah, I got to roller skate next to Madonna, which was a lot of fun, and see her there. So she does do the occasional smaller
Yeah,
moments. It's
exactly.
fewer and far between, but I think it would behoove her to do something smaller just because it seems a bit more exclusive
Mhm.
and it almost lights people on fire a little bit more when it's like she's doing a club show, like it's better than like if she was just to go to like the O2, you know what I mean, like where there's like thousands of people can go, but it's like once you know that it's like you can only 500 people can get to see this, it almost makes it like more, like that people really want to be there for it. So, oh, and remember she also did She was at for Pride when she was wearing the blue wig,
Oh
and she was
yeah.
dancing on the bar at the Boom Boom Room at the Standard in New York. I mean, again, so super small venue, and she's just like on the bar in front of people. So she does them, but it's few and far between.
Yeah, exactly. Because like same as Rebel Hearts, that she went to different TV shows.
Hmm.
I mean, she does that, but I mean, comparing to Hard Candy promo, that's what I mean. Like, I
Did you
wish
get to go to Hard Candy promo at all?
no, no.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Think the
I saw her.
constituency-
She was at Roseland. Her and Justin were performing, and I was one of those people. This is the only time I ever did this. I slept out, but I didn't sleep. I sat on the sidewalk overnight with throngs of other fans and waited for, because you had to, in order to get a bracelet, if you did,
Yeah,
I didn't know anybody, and so in order to get that bracelet I stayed outside in the freezing cold all night. And I felt so vindicated that night when Madonna was like, this next song is for all those people that were sleeping outside on the sidewalk. I was like, yeah.
I've
So yeah.
seen that in Barcelona.
Yeah, I don't encourage that behavior ever. I don't think I don't know if I'd ever do that again, but never say never.
They, I mean, back in the days, they used to do it more. I mean,
Yeah.
in Athens, when she came to Sticky and Sweets, people slept from the previous night outside.
Yeah, it's rough. I was shattered the next day because I had not slept because it was outside in the cold. And yeah, I went home after I got my bracelet and I took a nap and I revived myself enough to like have food and then be back at the venue in order to like get a good spot. And I still wasn't even up at the front. Like, because like all the people who were like VIP got to go in before me. So yes, think of us. If anyone has connections for Madonna's next club, if she's doing clubs or promo, think of
Oh,
MLVC.
oh, so hopefully she will do it because also in Madame X, she did this small interview thing in
Hmm. Hmm.
in Alexander Palace here.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, she's definitely going to do London. She'll do something in London because that's where the album's sort of been birthed.
Yeah,
I assume she'll do New York. I'd be curious to see like what other markets, if any, that she would do, or if it would just be those two. Um, I mean, again, I hope that there would be a bit more than just like two appearances, but you know,
hopefully,
we'll see.
eventually.
Yeah.
I have a question for you though.
Yes.
Do you think that it will be announced a tour straight after the release of the album?
Like a full-on tour, like celebration tour.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if she's going to want to gear up for that big of a commitment, especially because she's got the movie. She wants to work on that biopic. But as we all know, and as we say on the show all the time, albums do not make money on sales anymore. So she's got to find ways to make that recoup that cost that she's going to spend. So, and we all know merch and touring is where you get those. So maybe she'll do, I don't know, maybe she'll plunk down at like the London Palladium for 2 weeks and do a handful of shows. Maybe, like maybe it'll be like smaller venues in smaller amounts of time. Or it'll be the flip. It'll be like stadium shows for, you know what I mean? Like, so she can fit like thousands and thousands of fans in. But I don't know. I guess it depends on the vibe that she's going for. I mean, obviously, if she's going to do a tour, the rehearsal that goes into that, like a celebration size tour, that's months of rehearsal. That's lots of money and that's a huge time commitment. So if she's going to do that, she's going to have to start planning now
Yeah,
because
exactly.
that's what she was doing for celebration. She started planning in the fall and then they started rehearsals in the spring and then they were meant to go out in July and then it got postponed because of her accident, but then she started in October. So, yeah, if she's meant to tour this record, they're already planning that right now because that's what they have to do. But if it's the smaller shows, that might not require as much planning because it would just be like the sets wouldn't be as ornate, the logistics wouldn't be as complicated. Um, I
I
don't
hope
know if
so.
my bank account can handle another world tour right now.
Yeah, financially, like I swear, like I hope no Palladium, no another £500 ticket. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
I mean, it's going to be expensive if
Yeah,
unless it's promo where like then you just have to get lucky with either sleeping outside or knowing somebody to get in, then the shows are going to be like, yeah, it's going to be expensive. It always is. It's Madonna, you know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. But you know what's the thing that many fans from here, same as Ben has done, um, we flew to European cities. So it was cheaper for me to fly
Hmm.
to Barcelona, get a better ticket than the one, to here, and go at the front where nothing really matters is. Like,
Hmm.
or Amsterdam, I remember that I paid like 150 euros in Amsterdam, and I was literally next to the catwalk.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's cheaper to fly because, as you may know, like the tickets inside Europe, they're super cheap. Like you can
Yeah.
fly to Amsterdam with £20. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
literally
Yeah. Yeah, I know
like
you're lucky like that. It's not that way here in the United States. It's not like, oh, I'll go see her in Ohio and it'll be cheaper in Ohio. No, no. It's, I mean, maybe a
no, no,
little.
no. Here we go city breaks. Oh, let's go Milan, let's go that. Like because it's obviously cheaper to go and come back in, I don't know, in Rome rather than go out for dinner.
Yeah, yeah.
So obviously, and the conversion euros to pounds is slightly like it's cheaper. So it's cheaper to go. It's more convenient financially to go to a European country rather than London. And trust me, I'm a bus away from O2.
Yeah,
How does it sound?
yeah.
It's really frustrating, but what can we do?
Yeah,
We
well,
do
we'll
both.
find we'll find out. I mean, hopefully all will be revealed. I don't know when we're gonna get official announcements or whatnot, but I assume after Christmas it'll happen fast and furious. Like once the new year ends, then I mean, who knows? Maybe that'll be a Christmas gift from Madonna. She'll let us know a title of an album, a release date of first single, something's coming over. Hmm.
I hope she's gonna give us the first single this year. As I said to you in the party, I know you told me no.
No, I mean, I just don't think so. I think Bedtime Stories is what we're getting this year, and that the new era won't start until 2026,
Well,
unless God forbid something leaks. Which
no.
as much as I will listen, I don't want that to happen because I want it to happen on her terms. Um, did you see the post? Guy Osiri was celebrating 20 years of Hung Up, and he had told the story about how he was out at a nightclub and Stuart Price was playing an instrumental of Hung Up, and he didn't know what it was, and he ran over and was like, "Oh, it's new Madonna music. I'm just testing it out." And I was like, "Stuart, can you do that again? Preferably when I'm out at a club." I would love that. Um,
Well, I wouldn't like to be licked because
no,
I
no,
respect the artist and I
correct.
respect her job, and she works hardly for it. So it's a pity. It's not about money.
No.
Pity is respect to the art of the artist, the job they do. That's how I see it personally.
Well, and I think you want the rollout to happen the way that they want it to, because that's part of the gift that she's giving us. It's like new music and in the way that she wants it to. Like, I think that's what was always so unfortunate about Rebel Heart was how disastrous the rollout for that happened because that stupid guy that like hacked her computer. And I think that's why she's being super cautious about that's why she's in London, so they can finish it up. So that way it's not being like things like files aren't being sent back and forth. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Same as Madame X was recorded, like all phones were out of the studio.
Hmm.
Like the studio was locked. Nobody. It was very, very strict,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's how it should be, in my opinion. I remember a video where she was recording Girl Gone Wild, and there was a video leaked from outside of the studio from a fan, I guess, and you could hear, like the.
Oh, I think it was outside of her house. I don't think she was recording it. I think she was just playing it or something. And I think it was a fan was outside of her house and recorded it. And that was like our first listen of Girl Gone Wild. But I also wondered if maybe that was intentional. I think maybe she wanted that to happen because obviously she's going to know if she's playing a song that loud that people could be outside of her house. I
Yeah.
mean, come on. That was that was why I did that joke with Topher, that exact moment, because I was like, oh, let's pretend we're outside listening for the new album because of that Girl Gone Wild video. Yeah, I remember that.
I
Mm.
still it's the same. Like it's disrespectful for the artists, I think.
Unless it's intentional. Like unless
Exactly. Yeah, of
unless
course.
Madonna
Yeah.
is playing the new single that loud because she wants random people walking by on the street to hear it, you know?
I hope she's gonna call us so we would record it and we will leak
Yeah,
it.
right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Madonna, let me know and I'll stop by and
Drop me a
I'll stand
text.
across the street again.
But then after, I hope I won't have the same fate as the Israeli guy. He was Israeli,
Yeah, he got arrested. Yeah, yeah.
got arrested.
No,
Uh,
no, that's because he was hacking her computer. It's not like he
yeah.
was standing outside her house. Like he he hacked
Oh,
her computer. Two totally different scenarios there, you know?
how can you do that? I don't know. Was he a fan? I don't remember.
If he was demented because like I would never want to like that's just to hack it, but then to release it, you know what I mean? Like that's just cagey behavior. That's like he was sort of asking for it. You know, like it's one thing to hack someone's computer, but then to put it on the internet, be like, I look what I found.
But it was probably for money, I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, but I mean it's
Did
theft,
you
you know, like
download it
it
back then?
um I no, I don't think I downloaded things. Like people would just send me links to like listen and I'd be like, what's this? And I'd, you know, I'd unbeknownst like when people would, you know, I could not click it when people like new Madonna song. And I'd be like, you know, like I just, you know,
I downloaded it, and it was a list full
mm,
songs and like three, four different versions of Beats of Madonna,
yeah,
two Illuminati,
right,
two
right, right.
that. It was,
No, I think I would just catch stuff. Like they would put them on like YouTube or Twitter or something, and I'd like happen upon them that way. But I don't think I was ever downloading anything. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'd already pre-ordered the album, so it's not like I was like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, of course. But and in some of them, I have to say that I liked more the
demos for sure. Yeah.
for example, Graffiti Hearts. It's
Mm.
almost the same, but some notes are different, and I like that more.
Well, I mean, as we say on the show here, like R.I.P. Wash All Over Me, because we still like the Avicii version of Wash All Over Me much better than the down tempo version they put on the album.
Yeah,
Same thing,
definitely.
Rebel Heart. I mean, I love the Rebel Heart demo. The Avicii version of Rebel Heart, it just sounds a little, it's a bit more like
Yeah,
jazzy.
it's way far. Like, I mean, for me and probably for you, these two, they're better than the original.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just because that's what we heard first. So we sort of like that became the definitive version. And then you hear the other version, you're like, this isn't as fun.
Yeah, probably, but God
Yeah.
knows. But
No, but
I
yes, no
hope,
leaks. No leaks for Confessions too. No leaks. No leaks.
Alex, please.
Yeah.
I hope
But
though.
just send us the official song, the first single soon, Madonna. Like, I'm tired of waiting on you.
Have you confessed?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
I've confessed that I've cast spells to help have Madonna release that music faster. Um, well, Alex, before I let you go and
Yeah.
enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon in London, um, there's a little segment on the show that we like to call the lightning round. These answers are meant to be quick, off the top of your head, wherever you're at in your Madonna journey. Don't think too hard. Favorite Madonna song?
Vogue,
Favorite Madonna album?
Madame X.
Really?
Yeah. And
Oh,
I can explain why.
oh, cha cha cha. Go ahead, real quick. Even though it's lightning round, go
Oh,
ahead.
because of Extreme Occident. Because this song, I think she describes her life.
Mm,
She went from Midwest, da, 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 da,
mhm.
and it has a deep meaning for her. And because it was the song, when the promo video was released, it was the song that I heard and I literally collapsed. I was like, wow,
Oh.
that's the reason Madame X is my favorite.
Mm. Well, everybody knows the damn truth. Yeah.
Exactly.
Favorite Madonna music video?
Hang up.
Nice. Favorite Madonna tour?
Sticky and sweet.
Favorite Madonna movie?
Evita.
And favorite Madonna look? And this can be from a tour, a video, a magazine shoot, Instagram.
I love the Beach Madonna pink jacket with the studs and
Oh, from Bitch I'm Madonna. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I love that because it looks so girly. So like she's
That's
having
a great
fun.
jacket. I love that jacket.
Yeah,
Yeah. She looked great. The styling is fun in that video.
I love how in that video she looks 20 years old,
Yeah, yeah.
literally.
Uh, well, everybody, that's our show. Alex, thanks so much for joining me real quick. And sorry about this, the time snafu.
Oh, don't worry.
In my head, I was like, we're going to meet at 9 a.m. And it wasn't, it was an hour later. So, so sorry about that. Tell everyone where they can find you on social.
My name is Alex Priestbert on Instagram and all the socials. So you can find me there. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Oh, you're welcome. I
Oh,
thank you for being my dance buddy on at Madonna Fan Party. I can't believe that was last weekend already. It feels like it
yeah.
was,
Oh, yeah.
feels like it was weeks ago.
Yeah, right. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I would never imagine dreamt that I could be on this podcast because it's the only podcast I listen. So I swear, yeah, I swear, like my life, my everyday life, it's Madonna. So like I listen here, do things that they're related to Madonna, obviously. So thank you so much for the invitation. I really
Uh,
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
well, I appreciate you,
You can
you
call
and
me.
your fun, positive energy at Madonna Fan Party. I'm glad that we met, and I'm glad that we were able to make this happen. So, thanks for coming on. And again, thank you to Neil for hosting Madonna Fan Party. You do a bang up job. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you to all of the listeners who I got to meet in person or didn't get to meet in person. I apologize. There was like so many people, and like, I just wanted to have fun and so yeah, hopefully there will be another Madonna Fan Party in my future that we can all dance and sing, get up and do our thing. So, um, Alex, stay where you're at. We're gonna end the live, but until next time, everybody, I'm hung up. I'm hung up on you.